Hey guys, welcome back to one of my daily Yu-Gi-Oh videos, which I actually missed yesterday, sorry about that. But I have a guest here and he's got a true Draco Zoodiac deck. It is not budget, but it is cheaper than normal. So, hashtag cheaper than normal, but not budget. I'll let you get right into it.
Alright, here we go, guys. You know, it's just the worst deck right now. It's just bad. So we got two Zoodiac rep here. It's a pretty bad card. You have to run it at 2. And you've got the 3 Whiptail, because it's just that bad of a card. You just can't play less than 3. 2 Thoroughblade. It's an okay card at best. Wouldn't really run it at 3. It's pretty good at 2. Ram at 2. He is your playmaker for when you have a Link monster on the board. And I think that's actually it for zoos. Man, that's a lot of the zoos. Alright, 2 Draco Engine. 3 Baba Boon. MVP.
Doesn't that work with it's not only true Draco Engine, because you can use...
Yeah, you can use it with Barrage, but it's a really good card for filtering and, like, playmaking with Invoker.
Yeah.
And 2 Masterpiece. No explanation there, it's just a good card. That's actually it for true Draco stuff. Hand traps, my favorite part. 1 Maxi. 1 Ash Blossom, because I only have 1. And then 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, because 3 is excessive, 2 is just right.
Would you run less Ghost Ogre if you're running more Ash Blossoms?
I mean, I might. Even if I had more Ash Blossom, I probably wouldn't run it more than 1, just because it's like, you can negate terraforming and stuff, but,
that can negate this thing they search anyway. So.
Yeah, so in the mirror match, Ghost Ogre is really good, because they go into Barrage, activate Barrage, and then you Ghost Ogre it.
Or, if you do Diagram.
Or Diagram, or anything that's really a continuous spell or trap, or field spell. And then Ash just negates the effect for the turn, so it's still going to stay on the board.
I would think that Ogre would be better for the mirror, because Ash is kind of better in general.
Yeah.
Just continuous and field spell for both of the main cards.
And that's it for the monsters. So for the spells, 2 Diagram, because I don't have a 3rd one.
Cheaper than normal, but not
budget. It is hashtag cheaper than normal, but not budget. Because I only have 2 Diagram. 3 Terraforming, because, you know, this is a good card. And then the final thing for the true Draco Engine is the 1 Disciples. I only run 1 because, although it's good for its Tribute Summon effect, that's really all you're going to use it for. And it's more useful to Tribute Summon Masterpiece on your opponent's turn to get the destruction effect of the trap cards. Because this is a Zoodiac deck, 3 Barrage. Although it's not as expensive as you might think. These are worth about $10 right now. So, 30 bucks, not that bad for a really good card. To go along with that, we got 3 Tanky, because it's a good card. Another way to get to wrap here. And then just for the miscellaneous spells, we've got 2 Enemy Controller for the mirror match, and also for the true Draco matchup. Because you activate this, and then you tribute off your the card that, let's say you have Trident, and then they activate Masterpiece on your Trident, and then you can activate this Enemy Controller and tribute off your Trident, and then if it's unaffected by spells, or if it's unaffected by everything but spells, which it usually is, you can take control of the Masterpiece for that turn. Oh, it's a pretty good card. That's it for the spells. For the traps, 2 Apocalypse, because I don't have Return.
Would you run Return if you had it?
I'm just debatable, because most of the time you don't really even use the Return effect. It's more for the Destruction effect.
So it doesn't really matter.
So it doesn't really matter. This one's cheaper.
And also, if you draw into 2, you could pop the other one.
Yeah.
Half attack. So.
Yeah. And then that's it for true Draco stuff. Not very many true Draco stuff in the packs, in the traps, but 2 Lost Wind. Underrated card. It's very underrated. It's really cheap too, but so Lost Wind, you negate a monster's effects for the entire duel as long as it stays on the field, and it halves the attack. I was going against a Dino player, and he used his flip effect, and then I flipped that on him, and he was toast at that point. Then 2 Grand Horn because
no solemn.
Because I don't hashtag not enough money for solemns, but enough money for Zeus. Yeah. In my opinion, it's better because it ends the main phase once. They don't ever get their battle phase if they don't have any monsters on the board. Then just for the one-ofs, you have the 1 Imperial Order. It's Imperial Order. You pretty much have to run it in Zeus because they have the ability to turn it on and off. So you play the 1 Imperial Order, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole because it's bottomless, 1 Traptix Trap Hole Nightmare. I used to not think this card was very good, but then I was going up against a DDD player, and he kept trying to use like Clear Wing on, or Crystal Wing, sorry, on some effects, and you flip this on them, and then they can't do anything. And then, of course, the 1 Zoodiac combo.
Were there any changes to this build that's not standard for True Draco Zoodiac, other than Lost Wind?
Yeah, I would like to play more than 1 Zoodiac combo, just because I feel like without the ability to recycle materials as effectively as you could in earlier formats, you can just dump this. And also, its effect is pretty good for getting over really big monsters, such as Supreme King Zark when that was still a thing. But yeah, that about rounds off the main deck. Right, extra deck. Here we go. It's pretty standard. 2 Dryden, wish I could play 3. 2 Broadbull, wish I could play 3. 2 Chakanine, wouldn't leave it more than 2. 2 Tiger Mortar, wouldn't leave it more. 1 Borbo, 1 Hammer Kong, just this one for Nightmare Shark, and then this one as just for the protective plays. I wish I had more space. I really wish I did, but I don't. So then we have Gaga Samurai for the OTKs. 1 Emerald because I don't have another one. 1 Invoker for the Baboons. And then to do Mrs. Radiant. I would like to play this at 1, but you really can't because if you get board wiped, then yeah, it could put itself back, but if it gets kaiju, then you can't really do much. So that's why you have to play 2. So yep, there's the extra deck.
So for the side deck, do you have any specific decks you're targeting with side deck cards that you want to like get rid of or counter?
What?
Like, do you have any cards in your side deck that are meant to counter other decks, or is it just?
I mean, it's pretty generic.
Yeah.
Scythe. I mean, you could say that the artifacts are kind of like for specific decks, but Scythe is just because I only have 1.
Do you have any Sanctums?
I don't have any Sanctums. No, I don't.
They have been reprinted, so
yeah.
it should be easier to find now.
3 Lancia, because Lancia is good against like a whole host of decks that have to banish. Oh man, like it counters Masterpiece somewhat because they can't banish their spells to activate its effects. Say Cosmos, you can't do anything once you drop this on them. Yeah. And then I play, this is just kind of miscellaneous stuff, but I play 1 Ignis Heat, 1 Majesty Maiden. There's really no need to play these cards, but I will side them in if the need arises, which usually it doesn't. And then the 1 Forbidden Chalice, because I don't have more. 2 Tensu, if I ever need it. And then 3 Mask of Restrict, because I hate Monarchs. I hate Monarchs.
Who doesn't?
Oh my gosh, they counter this deck so hard. yeah, so that's pretty much that. Not really much. He explained 1 Dark Bribe because I hate Slumps Strike, another 7 Tools because I hate Strikes.
Wait, you can't counter with the strike?
You can counter these. You can counter strikes with these.
Are you sure? It's
Yeah.
supposed to be 3 is
Yeah.
instant. There's no, you can't chain to a 3.
Yeah, you can chain to a 3 if you have another counter spell, which these are both counter spells. Or just counter traps, I guess. And then another Zoodiac combo in case I need it for grind games. That will eventually happen. So yep, that just about rounds off the deck.
Okay guys, don't forget to like this video if you like this video, and if you want to see more from this player right here, he has some combos he can show you in the future. Tell me in the comments below if there's any other decks you want to see, because he's got a pretty big budget and he has a lot of other decks that he has. Can you list the decks that you have?
I have Cubics, ABCs, Dinos without diagram. I have a Cosmo deck. I have the Zoodiac deck, and then the other Paleozoic deck that we've already done.
And you said you were gonna maybe work on a True Draco.
I might build a True Draco Demise deck.
Okay guys, so that's it for the video. Don't forget to subscribe, because I want subscribers. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Self promo.
yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and bye.